So hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn, and in today's video we are looking at some pennies. So these are all what we call George V pennies, and I'll focus this off. So George V pennies, so I'm not too sure on the dates. I actually just bought a bulk lot just to actually go through them and see if there's actually any errors. And if we actually find something, I actually recommend that you actually get these catalogues. So this is the Australian periodecimal coin from Renix. This is what I use. It's pretty much the only coin catalogue that actually deals with periodecimal errors. And it's actually quite good. Although I have found some errors that are actually not in that. So here we have a 1917. So this is over 100 years old. And we have a first error that we actually found there, so it's actually quite worn. So here we actually have a spur of the end, so this part here, in between the two ends. You can probably just see it. So that is an actual error. So first coin, first error. And if we look in the actual catalogue, I'll just do it for this coin. So 2017, they have like 20 different types of errors. So these are made in Calcutta, and impression of N and the King's Chin, no. So what we are looking for is missing mint mark. Spur of first leg of N in N, and it says very scarce. Very scarce means it's not very common, and that is what we're actually looking for. So look at the rest of the coin. So there's the mint mark down below the scroll, the eye, and on the back. Do we have any other errors that we can find? No. So that's a first coin and a first pickup. The second coin is actually quite damaged. See the damage, so that's from people actually dropping it. So you've dropped coins before, and this is what happens. So eventually a lot of coins actually will have drops on them, and this one looks like it has a lot of crap on it. Is that doubling? No doubling, it's just a reflection from the actual light. And no, looks alright. Let's turn it around. So this one has the actual London. So if we actually have a look at the differences, you can see that the actual N of OMN on here, it actually goes between the what is it, the denticles, yeah, and here it actually reaches towards the denticles. So that's a difference for later coins from the 1930s you actually need to find. So that's the second coin. Let's have a look at the third one. No field 4. So that's quite happened. This one looks pretty corroded. And that red is actually corrosion. So it's a London. And that's probably in fine, very good condition. Okay, 23. This shows signs of corrosion. So see all those lumps, it's corrosion. The metal's actually getting excess on it. And that C looks a bit funny. So you can see, if I zoom in, you can see that C looks a bit funny. So is Yo. Go like that. Could be just slight reflection, but I don't think so. Yeah. Looks like the dye started to corrode there. And if we look at another one that we just seen. See, that C actually looks... Okay, let's put them together. Yeah, the C looks a bit thin. So it looks like it's a bit broken. So is the O. Whole lettering looks thin. Actually, the whole lettering looks thick on the 23. So there is a difference. I need to actually look that up. So I'll put those aside. Maybe it's just wear. But if we actually have a look at both sides of the coin, oh yeah, this one's in fine condition. It's probably very fine. And any problem on this side? No, but this is a bit damaged, so that actually might be just the actual wear on that coin. Okay, let's have a look. Zoom out a bit. 27, so I believe, what's the mintage of the 1927? And nearly 5 million coins. So 5 million is actually quite a high mintage for these. 22 at 12 million. And is that an error? On the actual N. Looks like it might be. What I'm looking at is that point there coming in. So if you scratch it, it could be just gunk in it. No, it didn't come off. So it actually might be in another error that we're finding. I don't see anything else in the actual coin. And I'm actually using my iPhone to actually check that. Oh look, lamination. Could be. Or it could be just post-mint damage. It's a bit hard to tell. Because sometimes when there's a lamination, it can affect the actual impression. So it looks like it's actually damaged. No, O looks damaged. Looking at the E, yeah, I think that's just post-mint damage, so damn. And look on the back, oh, definitely post-mint damage on that coin. But it does have a broken O on near London. So that is, it is an error, but you know, not a really rare error. Okay, 17. Looks like it's probably been cleaned in the past. So, anything on that? Damage on the O. And fine condition. And 17, that is a Kolkata reverse or Indian. Okay, this one's quite well worn. So that is also an Indian. Let's have a look at the actual date. 21. So 21s, Melbourne and Sydney 7.4. So I'm not too sure of the actual, that is an actual rare coin. It's actually quite a few errors. Version of M. No, I need to actually look that up. So you can see the actual N goes up towards the actual denticle. So very curious. No, it is dirty. Not a field one. Don't see any errors that you can see there. Denticle and in between denticle. This one will be hard to actually see any errors because the actual coin quality that it's actually in. Okay, 9 minutes. Let's try and get through these a lot quicker. Okay, it looks like a lot of crap that's affecting the actual reflection of light. So if you actually put your finger like that, all that stuff should actually come off. Yeah, there you go. So I actually got this hoping it was actually a dye fill, but obviously not. It's just a crap fill. So, oh well, you win and you lose. And yeah, so far nothing on that. Here's another 16. Okay, so looks like we have a spur in between the actual N. So I'm talking about in between there. Quite faint. But you know, but I'll keep it. And what's that? Doesn't come off. I'm not too sure. Looks like a die crack, but I'm not too sure what that is. Okay, so it's an Indian. Okay, 17. Is that a card? No, they come off, so there's just gunk on it. So that's why sometimes you have to clean it. But they're a bit hard to clean, these coins, without actually damaging the actual coins. So probably just leave it. And no, like if you actually got the patina off and cleaned it and then waited 20 years, it'll just go back to actually this dark color. No, nothing on that. This one has not identical, another 21, so maybe it's actually quite common on the 21. And that's actual metal there, so that's actually a card. Yeah, it looks like it's a card. If we try and do that, no, that's not coming off. So I'm not too sure if that's card or might be glue or something on it. Sometimes it's just very hard because it looks a bit different color. So that's a little bit hard to actually tell. So here we have another 17. It's actually in pretty good condition. And this side is actually in pretty bad condition. So what date is that? 17. And no, another 17. Some damage. No. 22. Where? So that P might be just wear, or it actually might be a die fuel. I reckon it's just wear based on the, look at the dots on the below. So this is probably going to be in fine condition. So look at the crown. Oh yeah, fine condition. So it's London. I don't see anything on that one. Then we have 27. Any problem there? Quite worn coin. Another one in fine condition. And I don't see any errors in that one. And the last coin is a 1923. And look at that. Is that damage? Might actually be a lamination floor. It's actually come off. So I'm going to say it's a lamination, but then you've got yellow on it. I think someone decided to paint it at one point. And over the end, nope. So no die cracks. Oh well. Looks like another lamination problem. And that's it. Okay, so to sum things up, so these 1921s, they both have the Indian, where is the, yep, the Indian obverse. So this is actually quite common. You need the actual London for it to be rare. But this one actually has what looks like cuds. So that's a good one. This one's really pretty poor condition, but slightly rotated. So if we go that way, it's rotated, slightly rotated. And this one is it rotated? Maybe just slightly as well. Then we actually have the 22 actually has thicker lettering. So then the 23. So you can see if I zoom in, the O is thicker, so is the M. Just all of the lettering on this side is actually thicker. So that's actually that kind. Look at the R, the bar on the R, pretty thick. If you look on this side, the lettering looks pretty much the same. And that's 22. So here we actually have another 23, so two 23s. So this one actually has a cut on it. That's actually quite good. And as you can see, the lettering is pretty much the same. So, and this one actually doesn't have anything on it. And if we have a look at both of the 23s, 22 should I say, the date is also thick, and we have thickness on both of them. So it's probably going to be quite common for the actual series. So it adds no extra value, but just an interesting type of variety to actually look out for. The R's are thick as well. If we have a look at a 27 compared to those, it actually has thin. A 16 also has fin, so 16, 27, and what's another? Oh, do I have another date? 28. Where's the 28? Somewhere. And no, I can't find it. Put it somewhere. Damn. Just 21. So 21. So 1921. Also has thin lettering. I like to use the R in Australia because the bar is actually quite thick. So 22s, something went wrong there. So anyway, so we got a lamination peel there. We have anything on that one? Looks like the ends are also on one. The end is actually quite thin on that one. So you can see both 22. Yeah, so I'm going to say, and even penny, the lettering is a bit thinner. That one. This one, the P is questionable. We have, could be a lamination on the, oh, here's a 28. Lamination 28. And the R is also thin. But I reckon that's just probably damage. Then we have the 17, the spur in between the two ends. Then we have, what is it, 27? What did I keep this coin for? No, nothing on that. And 16. A weak eye. So mint mark. The mint mark is missing on some of these, so that's probably a partial dye fill. And yeah, we have a problem on that one. What was the last coin? 21? Nah. So that's basically it. So look through your pennies. You'll probably get better errors than this one. The real standout errors are probably, a lot of them have been fished out by now. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this encourages you to look through your pennies and check to see what you have. Thank you and goodbye.